Seems a little risky, but okay.
Tacos don't smell like that.
What kind of nipples are we talking about?
I won't go.
Welcome back to All Over the Place with Corey and Sean. Today in the studio with us is Casey. He's a relative of mine, and he wants to expand on our Hunt the Homeless game from prior episodes. He's got some great ideas, and I can't wait to hear it. But why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
I'm obviously a relative of Corey.
He's my brother.
Yeah. Thank you. And most people don't believe that we're brothers because we look nothing alike. Anyway, no, when Corey first invited me onto here, I thought this was going to be some kind of a fraternity prank, and I was expecting to get markers up my ass or something. But if we do, I'm just
afterward.
Like,
just so we're
any
clear.
Fraternity on Earth would actually accept us.
Well, just so we're clear, my safe word is fiddlesticks. Just so we're
Noted.
Noted, yes. Let me write that down. Fiddlesticks. Okay, for those of you who don't remember, Hunt the Homeless was our great game in which we made hunting homeless men for sport a reality TV show. And the more creative the idea, the better, especially if it was funny and made us laugh. I believe Shane had the riskiest idea, the bag of cobras, but he has since changed his mind on that weapon. My bag of ham sandwiches, I'm pretty set on that. I'm cool with that. It's like, I'm going to stick with the ham sandwiches. Sean, he wanted to play the government's game and give them more drugs, but he was met with conflict immediately. But we don't talk about that anymore. Anybody else? Has anybody's thoughts changed besides Shane? Shane, give us your new idea, because I love this new idea.
My new idea to hunt the homeless is to befriend the one that the prey and fix his teeth. Get everything gold capped, get a gold bridge or something replaced, fake tooth.
But make sure it's real gold.
Yeah, and then, you use fake gold, because as long as I tell the other homeless people it's real gold, it's like, hey, check out old Rockefeller over here. He's got a mouthful of gold. What? That's my gold. He can't have gold in his mouth. He stole that from me. And then they all attack him.
That's right. Do some sidewalk dental work. What would your weapon of choice be, or if you have any ideas to expand on what we have?
I'm kind of a traditionalist, and my original thought was jousting on horseback, the way you do wild boars.
Ooh.
Just picture horseback, full armor, just galloping down the alleyways and just
skewering.
What if we have them joust riding wild boars?
That would work too.
Riding those blue trucks that they steal from Lowe's.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like, you already got them here.
Yeah.
So may as well use them.
Well, I mean, would we have to have 4 homeless guys for that? One pushing the buggy, one sitting in the buggy with some sort of instrument?
I was thinking do it.
He can push it sidecar style and then jump up onto it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of like chariot jousting, to where you put a harness on one of them and he drags the cart. Like mush. And
What if we made it a
like a
team
rickshaw.
effort? Like, what if we made it a team effort and they had to start out like the Jamaican bobsled team?
No, it's a special episode. You know how on like Survivor and whatnot, that they're like, we're going to team you all up for this one episode. This one we grab a couple homeless people and then you're like, hey, you have to team up with this other homeless person and you all get an extra whatever the crap you decide to give them if they win.
Well, they're homeless. They don't need all that much if they win. A
A
bowling trophy that we dug out of a dumpster would be fine. What other ideas do you have?
Other ideas too was
and keep it like, stay away from actual weapons and keep it more funny based, because the last guy, he completely lost the entire point of the game.
Well, really, it was just the visual of a person in full, medieval knight armor. Galloping on a horse back down.
And honestly, if you can skewer more than one, that's pretty funny.
Wait a minute. Are you saying my Johnny Appleseed bag of cobras is not a real weapon?
I never said that at all. I'm all for it.
He implied it, though.
He did.
I did imply it, but you're the one who said you changed. You're the one who changed your strategy, not me. In fact, you changed your strategy the first time, and this is the third strategy, and I think I like this one the best. Befriending them and letting them go at each other.
Befriend them and, get them some dental work. And
So you're really doing a lot of good things for them and then letting them fuck each other in the end. I like it.
Have you ever worked for the U.S. government? These ideas sound very U.S.
I have quite a few agencies. I mean, I've never worked for the government. There's never... Officially, no.
Because you're sounding just...
Sounding like the government with all these great ideas.
Yeah.
Like, the homeless problem, they just keep killing each other.
How can we profit from this?
Put on the news, they killed each other over new teeth. Don't explain how they got the teeth.
They've got a mysterious benefactor that keeps fixing their teeth, and those people get murdered.
It's like, why is it all the dead ones have perfect teeth? Oh. Yeah, we also got to keep it sportsmanlike,
Well, this might not be sportsmanlike, but actually the stealth aspect may be sportsmanlike. Is if you can find whatever box they live in, so you would put a cloth.
Just look near the closest heating vent.
Sure, or cardboard box, what have you. Anyway, so then you would slip a cloth while they're gone for the day. So you'd slip it up underneath there, right? And then, but you'd attach a cable, but hide it so they can't see it. So when they go to sleep at night, then you'd preferably beside a skyscraper, just because that way it'd be attached to a trebuchet. Mm-hmm. So that way when they lay down for bed for the night, off they go.
By God, we could measure distance on that. That's a whole nother aspect.
Yeah.
And if you did it near a skyscraper, you could paint a target, and you could bet on where it's going to hit, kind of like darts.
You think the cities would go for this? Because I'm thinking it would be awesome for commerce.
I was thinking, I have no idea how to operate a trebuchet. If it's anything like anything else I'd do, I'd shoot them straight up and right back down. So I'd have to run out of the way. But the guy in the box next to them, you could get a twofer.
Yeah, if you can land one on another, that's a definite bonus. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. I like that.
Or if you just made it completely enclosed and don't even fire them off anything, just straight into the ground.
Ooh, that's messy. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be more for the maintenance workers, more work probably.
What if we took out their bed aspect and just put a plate of food as if Wile E. Coyote was baiting the Roadrunner in, and that's how we got it. That's why they're completely aware and we get more sound out of them.
Yeah.
It's like you wake them up out of a deep sleep, methadone highs, I'm assuming they're not going to make too much noise.
They'd be on the nod, yeah. Certainly.
Yeah.
It'd only be funnier if you weren't able to get a hidden camera inside their cardboard box to view as they're being launched while they're asleep.
That would be great.
Another
Just the
Wile E.
camera
Coyote
tumbling.
thing we could do is paint on a brick wall, like the tunnel, like the Wile E. does, and paint like a meth lab, like this big at the end of the tunnel.
Just a sign that says free crack.
Huh.
Yeah.
Free crack.
Sometimes the best answer is the simplest one.
Simplicity.
Well, yeah, that's actually, doesn't Wile E. Coyote use small signs that the Roadrunner mysteriously reads?
Yeah. Free birdseed.
Free birdseed? Yeah, free crack. It's a thought.
So now I want to do more dental work. Put electromagnet over
See?
over the pile of free crack with the sign.
See?
So you turn it on and
See, it's all full circle. See?
We could just fill the crack with magnets, and that way the nearest bus, they just...
yeah, because they're not going for the sandwiches, obviously.
No, sandwiches didn't work. We need crack. We need to up our game. We need a stronger bait. Yeah, that's good.
Or this would be something that I just find funny. I don't know how exactly it would work.
Here comes
But-
the racism.
No, not yet. Not yet. We're holding on.
This only works in certain
No.
neighborhoods. Ones with a KFC, I guess.
The ones where your cell phones don't work.
Yours
But-
don't.
So you take the idea of hunt the homeless, and I don't know how exactly you'd work this. Maybe you all can help me brainstorm it. But you treat it like one of those Bigfoot or ghost hunting shows.
Uh-huh.
Maybe take them to like a well-off neighborhood and be like, you have to find the homeless person. You give them a couple, things things to hunt down the homeless people with. Be like, here's your bag of crack rocks. You set out to do your little ceremony with. Here's your, I don't know what you do for like an EVP. Just
So you got to draw them out?
I guess, yeah.
Baiting them is not sportsmanlike.
Yeah, shooting them right off a feeder.
Yeah.
It's not.
What if you're just doing it to get rid of the homeless problem and it's not for a game show?
Apparently, it's not a
Well,
problem because we're having lots of fun with it.
That's it. That's not near as funny if you're just dealing with the problem.
This is
that's
just getting
dealing
bleak.
with the
No.
problem.
We're not making
Here-
the world a better place. We're here for comedy.
There's no entertainment value in helping people.
I mean,
Here's the thing. I feel like there is a bait to how outlandish the removal of the homeless person is ratio to where it's like, nah, baiting, it's not funny, up until a certain point of outlandishness. Like, let's say you set up a bait for like a couple homeless people, and then you bring in like a Cessna and just crash it straight into them. That's kind of funny. But if you're just sitting there with a gun and just shooting them as they come up,
it's just dark.
I've got a better
Yeah.
idea. Give a homeless man a Cessna.
Yeah, if we're gonna fork out the money for a Cessna, I'm putting that son of a bitch behind the wheel.
Damn right.
Yeah, if we're throwing out a lot of money, we're gonna let them operate the heavy equipment. Like they're gonna do all the work. I like that though. I mean, yeah, but you're saying they have to be a certain level of absurd to be good, or otherwise we're just trying to help the homeless population.
Otherwise, it's just murder.
Yeah. That's not nearly as funny.
That's a different show.
Stuff. That's good stuff. We really haven't discussed also what we do with the homeless guys after they've been killed. I mean,
I figured there'd be like a feeding frenzy like the zombie movies,
yeah.
to where they just come out and dispose of them.
You think?
Sure.
Well, actually, he was asking me if what was it you said about the heroin addicted homeless people?
Oh, just the track marks. I was just wondering if that ruins the meat.
Like, does that taint the meat or any?
I don't.
think it would?
I usually donate mine. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't eat them myself.
Yeah.
I drag them by the ankle to the local food bank. I got one.
How much?
Just need a wagon. Bring out you dead.
Yeah, got another.
It's like a wheelbarrow with a flat tire. Do it right.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, you don't even need to because you just throw them in their own shopping cart. So
Oh yeah. It is
Yeah, but
convenient
what-
to shoot the one with their own wheels.
what shopping cart have you seen that has 4 working wheels, though? There's always the one that's
homeless
off.
people.
That's where the good ones are. The homeless guys steal
Yeah, they
them.
steal them all. So
Yeah, but I mean, you can actually do the thing where you pop a wheel and you just use it like a dolly on 2 wheels and push them around.
Yeah.
Just got to figure out which 2 wheels work.
If it's the front 2, you're in trouble.
God damn, there gotta be a better way to do this. Yeah, get a job. Like, pay some fucking bills, get a car, ride the bus. No,
Have you thought of showbiz? There's this new show out.
start a podcast.
Those are profitable.
If you say so.
How
We
would
have-
you like to compete with other people of your stature for a prize?
Like, boy, have I got the game for you.
George Carlin said it best. You give them a T-shirt. Everybody who don't want a T-shirt.
You're right. T-shirt, and it'll be filthy, so you're gonna have to give them a dark collar.
Well, yeah.
Hide the sweat stains and fingernail scratches. Oh, this is these are all great ideas. What other games do you have in mind? Because me and you have talked enough to where I know you got a lot of fucked up ideas. You're just waiting to pour out on a podcast.
Well, I came up with it years ago, but for obvious reasons, I didn't release it into.
Well, you didn't have a podcast to jump onto and tell everybody about?
Sure.
You didn't have a
Had to hit
sponsor.
him
If
up.
anybody's wanting to invest in Casey's idea,
Or Hunt the Homeless, for that matter.
This one specifically, I think.
We'll self-produce.
I think Lynn's Crafters will be all over this. It's called Blind Football.
ooh,
And
Okay.
so obviously, you're going to have your players that are, blind. So what you do essentially is you'd have to have, setters, people to put them in the right place, on the
Right.
line, this and that. Well, in addition, you'd fit them with shock collars. So if they go out of bounds,
Oh, yeah.
see, they'd know. Well, and I don't know if you remember, but Nerf had these Nerf footballs that had like a little plastic ball in it. So when you threw it, it made this kind
The
of
Whistler thing.
Yeah, they had that, or
The Whistler, there was also one with, like, it was hard inside with a ball, like a hard ball that
Yeah.
rolled around, and it just made a hell of a lot of noise.
Yeah. So,
But it's
you
still
do
Nerf
that so you
football.
could throw it. So, well, anyway, obviously, otherwise it works like normal football. But
We don't want that.
Can we do it Aussie rules football? Because I don't want to pad these guys up. I just
sure,
want to.
yeah, absolutely. Well, see, but the fun part, this is where the fun begins. You see, whenever there's a timeout or even in between quarters, see what you do is you fit. Well, it used to be buttons, but I guess people nowadays could use their phones.
Use an app.
And you could go in and you could vote on what type of lawn furniture you're going to throw out in the field. See, that's where it gets funny, because then obviously they run a bam. Can't see anything.
Yeah, I would love to see 22 blind guys chasing a whistling football.
See, when you say it like that, it's hilarious.
Like,
I agree.
you're like, oh my goodness, they're bringing out the gazebo. We've never seen this before.
Exactly.
We could do interleague play because 22 blind guys would be hard to find unless they're the runners up in the Hunt the Homeless.
Well, 22.
I feel like they're going
I'll
to be
give you
the
$4 for that eyeball.
Look, 22 blind guys, but 22 blind guys with enough athletic ability to convince them to play football. It's like, they also have to be obviously stupid because
Because they'll let us tell them a game to play.
Because we're
it's
obviously
like,
making a
I'm
mockery.
blind. There's no way I'd want to play football. So you got to find one of the slow ones.
I have a much better idea, and one that would actually probably work is you just find people that can see, fit them with a special helmet, and then do everything the same. You can just blind them for the show, because then it's funnier because they'll know.
It is. Well, see, yeah, it's funnier, but it's not as tasteless, and that's kind of what I was going for.
We can tell them that they're up against a bunch of other blind people.
That's almost
So we're
exactly
lying
what
to
I
the
said,
blind
only I'm
people.
blinding the homeless and not just regular people. I'm blinding the homeless and not people.
Oh, he's
After
doing it
you
with
bl-
like a dirty screwdriver.
After you blind them,
It's
they're
a
going to be
soup
homeless.
can lid or something.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with. Yeah. We do the. We can't do the losers of the Hunt the Homeless. How about the group of homeless guys you hired to
The almost
kill the
winners.
guy with the gold teeth? It's like, hey guys, y'all do that. I got this other game for you. Like first an eye exam and just poke them in the eyes.
Or you tell them, blind yourself and play football or you're getting teeth.
Whoa. Like it's not a mouth guard now. I like that. That's good. Blind football. Oh, what other ideas? Because I mean, we love to expand on shit like that.
Well, I mean, then I started thinking of, Olympics, Olympic type events. Admittedly, the idea itself came from just a visual I had in my head of a person, quadriplegic, being pushed into a half pipe.
Do we leave him in the bed or does he get one of those
He's in a
blow
chair.
in a straw
yeah,
chairs?
Yeah, those.
See, you know what? I don't know. I think it would be funnier. I've seen those the guys that go down really steep hills on like roller skate wheels on their forearms and knees. Do that, but he's laying on his back.
But see, I kind of had that idea already. It's was called for a winter event would be spina bifida slaloms. You know how they got to use the crutches.
Yeah.
Well, you just put skis on them. There you go. And yeah. And
Seems like something they should be trying on their own anyway, just to better their physical condition.
I'm wondering why this hasn't been tried already.
we just know that they're lazy.
Yeah. I mean, they got the Special Olympics. Why not the Special X Games?
Exactly. Like for instance, like the wheelchair luge, where all you do, the handles on the back. You just put skate blades on them, lay them back, and just.
What if we put him on one of those little rolly things that like mechanics slide under cars with?
Yeah.
We just put him on one of those and push him down a hill.
I love it how all these events sound like fraternity pranks.
Well, I mean,
Or at least they start out as
horribly wrong.
Yeah, or they start out as fraternity pranks, and
Well-
we have to keep going with it.
I mean, we're exploiting people.
Yes,
so,
yes,
you know.
that's what we love to do in our bits on this show.
Are we
is
exploiting them, or are we giving them creative opportunities that they're not used to getting?
Hey, nowadays they want to be equal. Here you go. You got equality right
I
here.
agree. That's the way we would look at things too. I mean, we had a guest. His name's Drew. He's not about the equal rights, but I mean, he's still he likes to look at things like that too. The equal opportunities, I think.
Maybe he may not be greatly into that.
Well, okay, we had a guy named Cynthia. Yes, I said a guy named Cynthia.
Hey.
He was into equal rights. He was almost a feminist.
Almost.
A delightful young gentleman.
Yeah, you would like him too. I mean, he is a big supporter of the WNBA, which is not unlike the Special X Games.
So he's one of 3 people?
3.5. He did tell us some pretty good prices if you're interested.
The Special X Games probably has better athletes than the WNBA.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I want to spend 4 hours watching layups. Sure.
Cynthia, I think, would fit into the Special X Games because of his love for high C. It's like I could see him just sitting there, like maybe as a coach, or some sort of what's it called, the inspirational speaker,
like
for
a
them.
motivational speaker.
Yeah, motivational speaker for their Special X Games. Like, you need to get that up. Come on, tech nerd. Oh, sorry, Sean.
I'm right here.
What do you do? Just lay around and play on your computer all day?
Like, I bet your wiener goes into a flash drive.
I think we learned.
I gotta be honest, that was pretty good.
I think we learned on that episode that it's called a USB.
Yes, it was.
Can't even remember.
I'm sorry. Well, that's what I'm repeating what he said. Well, okay, Sean. What kind of events would you stick in the Special X Games, nerd?
I don't know. You caught me off guard on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually don't catch you off guard, unless
I was too busy just enjoying these good ideas.
I agree. There were some damn good ideas.
I'm not sure what category we could, what category of athlete we could put into this, but I'm a big fan of sinking. You take the guys out on a boat, you tie them to a cinder block, and see how far they can sink, or who can sink the farthest, the fastest.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give the medal to their family, but they could be champions.
What kind of facility would we need for a Special X Games? And I think a great branching out if we went away from an arena and just stuck it in a Walmart. Put a couple of those fat Snarlacks on the fucking carts and just let them race around. The ones that they're not disabled, they're just really fat, so they think they need the motorized carts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, what if we branched out from X Games arenas and just made it a little more down home? Made it like feet on the ground. We're just
Feet on the cart.
We're not going to inform the Walmart staff that this is happening, right?
like we're following around with a camera crew, and these fat fuckers are just.
I'll be honest. I feel like a lot of Walmart employees would be like, "No, go ahead and do that. Yeah, just don't get in my way."
They absolutely would.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Just to make it more fun, we put obstacles in the way of these fat fucks. And by obstacles,
Like
I mean
other
they have to
fat
reach. No, they just have to stop and reach something on the top shelf. So they have to stand up every once in a while and sit back down. Think of the humor that could happen from that. It's like, they're in a hurry, which these people are not used to. They reach up, they come down, and they keep going.
You've got that one lady that
Clean
has
up on aisle 5.
You've got that one lady that has the advantage because she's got that 3-year-old that's just under her foot. Or leg, I should say.
Yeah.
Just grabs him and is like, go up and get the fruit snacks.
Oh, you mean she's using kids as an extender arm?
Yes.
A grabber.
I don't know, that or a counterbalance. It's like, oh, hold me up, Bob. Oh, that's good stuff. What else does the Special X Games have in store for us?
Well, you heard of curling, obviously.
Yes.
Well,
I'm a big fan of curling.
The rocks on ice thing? Yeah.
I like the curling, like the My favorite is the women's German team because it sounds like a snuff film, like.
Well, everything with German is.
That's it. It doesn't matter what team
Shit.
or sport you go to. The Germans sound a little angrier than everybody else.
Always.
Yeah.
They got in trouble a while back for being too angry.
They were only angry at Jews and special people.
Everybody knows how much the
Gypsies.
Holocaust, about 6 million.
Damn, Sean. Wait, that wasn't you.
Stealing my bit.
It's about to be the Corey and Casey show.
Shit, no, Sean and Casey. The anti-Semitism hour with Casey and Sean.
I don't think we can find a very good platform for that one.
You never know
Usually
these
not.
days.
Yeah, usually not. But
I don't know. Do neo-Nazis listen to podcasts?
I don't know. I've been seeing a commercial going around lately that's like, put this blue square up. Stop Jewish hate. And the first thing that I thought was, who are they hating on this time? And then I realized, oh, wait. No, this is saying stop hate towards Jewish people. And I was like,
Stop Jewish people from hating. Jesus.
I saw that commercial too, and I was wondering, it's like, when did hating Jews become a big thing again? I thought that was kind of old news.
You need your participation trophy. It's like, guys, remember us, guys. 6 million, guys.
Oi.
Why aren't you paying attention to us?
guaranteed that commercial wasn't running in Germany because they had to edit some footage.
Yeah, a little
Between
bit.
39 and 45.
Like, we omitted these pages out of the history book. We're all on vacation.
Yeah. Actually, I heard they teach about that in German schools. They're like, all right, guys, listen. We fucked up. We're going to explain a little bit of that to you. Don't fuck up like we did.
Yeah, at one point, some bad shit was perpetrated by us. Well, not us personally, but us. As
But definitely our grandparents.
Yeah.
Us as the fatherland.
Yeah, a few of our grandparents may owe some apologies.
Little oopsies on their part.
Yeah. Little oopsies, that's what we'll call it.
Well, knowing a bunch of my buddies who've been to Germany say that if you mention anything like that, they're like, "No, we love the Jews. We have nothing but respect for Jews."
Wasn't there a wrestler that got arrested because he went out there and threw up the Nazi salute in the ring?
He didn't get arrested.
You went a little too far being the heel this time.
He didn't get arrested. He got deported. I don't even know if he officially got deported. What it was
He got ran out of town.
That's it. He was in the ring and he threw up a Hitler salute and started goose stepping across the apron. Which, who doesn't love that?
The Germans.
The Germans. It's like, we used to do that shit for real.
Yeah, that's not funny, guy.
Well, it was for him.
They probably just thought it was sloppy.
It's like, his form is terrible.
Terrible.
He's got the wrong boots for that.
These Americans, they don't know history. Oh, yeah. Fucking Germans. I love it. We went from Special X Games to,
German shit porn.
What?
I don't recall German shit porn being mentioned.
Not since this morning.
Just don't look at my browser history.
Well, don't show us your phone.
So I always do that on my wife's phone, so I don't got to worry about my browser history coming up.
That way the kids look on it. Mom! Like, that wasn't me.
Yeah, that's
She asks you, she's like, what's going on with my phone? It's giving me all this weird garbage. And you're like, honey, it's just the algorithms.
She's not very tech
Facebook.
savvy. I could be like, I don't know, let me fix it. Something's going wrong with it.
I'm not tech savvy either, and I think I might be able to get through that one.
my son's connected with his iPad to my Apple ID. The last thing on earth I want is for him to go, Daddy, what's Asian cream pie mean? No.
It's a special dessert.
It's like a crab rangoon.
Yes, that's what it is. It's an
Crab's
appetizer.
rangoon.
Ew. Oh, that's good shit. Yes. Special X Games to mass extermination to Asian cream porn.
Sure.
Crane corn.
We
what?
really are all over the place today, aren't we? Like, let's see. Have we murdered homeless? Actually, we've had homeless guys murder each other.
Was that a movie that had cream corn wrestling?
Seems like I saw that on something. I don't remember what though. It's like
Yeah.
a TV show mentioned it.
It wasn't like pudding or anything. It was like cream corn.
Yeah, and who wants to watch that? Too chunky.
Yeah, it gets everywhere, I'd imagine.
But I don't want to do it. I couldn't imagine having cream corn in my crack or something.
Yeah, that-
I would watch some people do that.
Yeah, yeah. Be a lot of yeast infections if women were involved, though.
I don't know. I think.
That's why we have two dudes do it.
Whoa.
But I don't. You know.
I mean, the entertainment value alone. That's like when you go to a strip club, you don't want the 10 over there shaking her shit in front of you. Give me that 2.
Fuck yeah.
I want to see that C-section scar that never healed and got gangrene like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah. Ooh, one leg. That's my bitch.
Yeah.
Come here and only like hang half on that pole.
She's got big patches of hair missing from fighting with other strippers over their own crack rocks.
It's like you can lick my nub for an extra $1. God damn. I think we went off the rails there for a second.
And that's why I'm not allowed in strip clubs anymore.
Yeah, that's why.
Because I forgot to take the cream corn out of the cans before I started throwing it on the stage.
Oh,
You're
I
just
wasn't
whole
appreciated.
You're just whole can launching corn at the strippers.
Well, at
Yeah.
least I didn't use the potato gun for it. So there's that.
That's for potatoes.
oh
It's a
shit.
whole different vegetable.
Oh my God. You got any more ideas?
Well, sure. I got plenty.
Well, we're running low on time, but we definitely are going to have you back to hear more of these wonderful fucking ideas.
Well, I do have one real quick, if you want.
Okay, give me one real quick one.
It's a, well, this is more of a game show idea than anything else.
We'll take that.
It's called either or. Okay.
Okay.
So you would pick 2 things if somebody has to use it, or somewhat similar. Like, for instance, you've got to either fight 65-year-olds or 5 60-year-olds.
I think I'd go with the 5-year-olds.
Like, as a question, how many 5-year-olds do you think you could beat the shit out of before they would eventually take you down?
It'd be a lot.
That's it. I'm a fairly.
But-
See, you think so.
But see, the 60-year-olds would be a lot more difficult because we're getting old too.
Sure.
Yeah. That's it. But then again, the 60-year-olds would probably be a little more fragile. Hopefully.
I don't know. 5-year-olds, they still bounce, but only a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. They're malleable.
See,
Plus, like my old fat ass couldn't kick a 60-year-old in the head, but a 5-year-old all day long.
Oh hell yeah! I get my leg waist high. You're right. I'm going with the 5-year-old. Fuck him.
No, don't
Whoa,
fuck
now.
them. Fight them.
yeah, fight them.
Fight him. That's what I meant.
This is not
Beating
an
them up
emblem.
is okay.
That was
Just don't fuck
metaphorical.
any of them.
That was metaphorical. Yeah.
I didn't see a NAMBLA sign anywhere.
No. Sean keeps that up in his room, over his bed.
It's in the unused room.
People do not understand.
Oh, that's his guest room.
NAMBLA had a slogan at one time. It's like, NAMBLA, at least we don't fuck dead babies.
Good job. Were they expecting the world's biggest attaboy on that one?
A for effort, I guess.
Hey, they're trying.
We're making progress. You can't expect us to quit cold turkey.
Like, at least all the boys that we fuck are alive. Dear God, you people. Oh my God, are we done? I think we're done, aren't we? I mean, we got. Yeah, we're good.
Do we cut here?
Yeah, I haven't said the outro yet. You got to wait till I say the outro to cut. To say that.
No, I'm going to cut it right there.
Just right in the middle.
Okay. Well, that is it for this episode. I'm hoping it's been very informative. Got you a lot of great ideas to go out into the world with.
I found it very educational.
I did too. I mean, and if you don't have a fucking imagination to think up some of this shit on your own, then I feel sorry for you.
Congratulations, you're winning at life.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't be kept away from all the benefits that life has to offer. But yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. No, I'm not going to say it, motherfucker.